Alrighty, everybody, welcome to the broadcast. We are the High Speed Racing Network, and this is the Velocity Racing League Race 5, live here from the virtual Las Vegas Motor Speedway. I would like to apologize, first of all. We're having some issues with our software, so we weren't able to go live in time to show you guys qualifying and the starting grid. But we are live now. We will do the rest of the race from here on out. We are currently on lap 9 of 134. Aaron Smith is your leader. And as always, I am Hayes Booth, your host, joined by my broadcasting partner, Jared Darling.
Yes, hey, it's good to be here once again with you. And here we are already 9 laps in here at Las Vegas. Aaron Smith started on pole. He won the pole here, running a very quick lap, and he's out to a really big lead to start this thing.
Yeah, he really is. Got about a second and a half lead over second place, Howie Briss. The race has gone caution-free so far, so we'll see what these
Something
drivers
we could not say last week
yeah,
at Southern National.
Yeah, it really is. And Southern National was, about what you would expect from a short track race. There were a lot of cautions, but Aaron Smith ended up coming out with the win. That was back-to-back for him, I believe. So we'll see if he can go for 3 in a row here tonight, and he is performing very well so far.
Yeah, definitely a great start, of course. And yeah, you talk about going for the. I was just trying to make sure. I think we've only had him and Quentin Warman be our 2 winners this year so far in 4 races, and both of them once again this week running first and third. But how about that guy in between him, Howie Briss? He's been pretty strong here this week, and last week at Southern Nationals up front a lot. He wants to try to break into victory lane, and he's having a great start here in second.
Yeah, definitely a good run for Howie Briss. He has had some good runs, just hasn't been able to claim that victory yet. Let's take a look here at a guy that we've talked about a little bit. We talked about him a good bit last week, but he's slowly been rising up and putting up good performances, and that's the number 10 machine of Nicholas Lavelle.
Oh, yes, we saw him battling for that win a couple weeks ago at Atlanta with Tom and Quentin when they had that good race, and he's just been showing a lot of speed here at the 1.5 miles, and here we are at a second one this year now. So, and here, no surprise to see him up here in the top 5 racing guys like Quentin Mormon and these people up here. So, yeah, good start for him. And another guy we also talk about, I feel like week in and week out, right behind these guys, James Miller. He's been pretty fast, and he didn't really look. He said he wasn't really looking forward to this. Last week we interviewed him, and I'd say he's not doing too bad though to start.
Yeah, I mean, currently running P6 on the track, definitely.
Oh, he's gonna have a run here on the 3, actually.
Yeah, he is. Got a good run. Looking to get inside the top 5 here. Definitely a good run for James Miller so far, up inside the top 5. And we'll see if he can continue this. He's definitely one of the guys that we've looked at the whole season to get that first win.
Yeah, and here we are at Las Vegas, where it's much, much different than last week at the short track. But it kind of seems like the same guys, though. You would think you might see some different players here up front with a different track, but it's the same guys as last week up front here once again. And these guys continuing to battle side by side for this 5th position. And here we are at Las Vegas, where I feel like this is one of the few tracks with how our tire model is in iRacing right now and the dynamic track. I feel like this is one of the few tracks where that second line might work here tonight. And so far, it seems to not be too terrible. He's hanging on that outside there.
Yeah, he is actually hanging on pretty well, trying to defend that position. Let's take a look back here at the league owner, Tony Hilbrands. He has also put up some good performances. He is currently running P9 on the track right now. He started 5th, so he has lost a few spots here early on. We'll see if he can get things figured out.
Yeah, I think I saw him get into the wall when we were getting ready to come live, and he lost some spots there. But, man, Hayes, these guys right in front of him, though, they cannot stop battling here for this 5th position. James Miller, Thomas Lloyd. Now, Scott Shire's kind of getting in this battle as well.
Yeah, it is starting to get stacked up. You can see Scott Shire there to the inside of Thomas Lloyd looking for the 5th position. He's actually going to have to let up a little bit. This is about that point in the run where the cars are going to start pushing a little bit because the tires are wearing. This track definitely does wear on the tires, as now Thomas Lloyd to the inside of James Miller looking to get 4th.
Yeah, you talk about that tire fall off. These guys are already over a second off of their qualifying times, a second and a half about. So, I mean, that just shows here, this track, it wears those tires out, and you got to take care of them. And Spencer Ray, they're going by Thomas Lloyd. Thomas Lloyd kind of falling back a little bit here.
Yeah, he does seemed to be falling back a little bit on that outside. Actually, we saw James Miller was able to get a good run on Thomas Lloyd to get by on the around the middle lane. So may want to look for that lane to be a fast one.
And we got the battle for second now up here. Quentin Warman's looking to the inside of Howie Briss here. But Howie gets that good run up on that outside line. I think that second line in 3 and 4 especially, well, really 1 and 2, both corners. I feel like that second middle lane is definitely going to work. And if you're also slow, it's going to be easy for him to defend. And that's what Howie Briss did there. Hangs on to second.
Yeah, he's doing a good job there. He able to get a good run on that outside lane. But Aaron Smith got about
man, he is gone.
About a 2.1 second lead right now. Tell you what, he is looking strong here this season.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I'm a little, I wouldn't say I'm surprised, but I mean, they must be doing some tire saving or something. But these guys are just way, way back. And Aaron's just pulling away lap after lap now, up 2 seconds here on the field. And this field's actually getting kind of spread out a little bit.
Oh, and actually, as we talk about that, Aaron Smith tags the wall coming off a turn 2. And that's going to cause him to lose some ground. That cuts the gap down to about 1.7, 1.6 seconds now. That's, yeah, we probably shouldn't have mentioned him running strong.
Kind of seems to always happen like that. But yeah, he lost about 0.4 of a second there, like you said, on Howie Briss. So we'll have to watch and see if that contact affects the car at all. And so far, he's still hanging on up front.
Yeah, to be honest, I mean, I think it'll affect his pace a little bit? Yeah, but these cars are pretty strong, and a usual slap to the wall doesn't really affect the car too badly, but we'll, definitely going to slow him down, so we'll see how he's able to hold on to it here. This gap now down to about 1.4 seconds.
Yep, we had 26 cars start this race, so another good field here this week. 26 cars. I think that's about what we had last week, too, at Southern National. But a lot more room here this week, and so far 20 laps in green, clean and green so far, so it's good to see. And Spencer Ray moving forward quick. He has passed now James Miller for the 5th position.
Yeah, Spencer Ray started 10th, moving up to 5th right now, so doing a good job going up through the field. He's another guy that we've talked about that has put up some good runs, had some good performances throughout these first few races, but just hasn't been able to really capitalize on a really good finish yet. But we'll see if he can do that tonight. He's currently running inside the top 5 here. And another guy I want to talk about here who's been struggling but is not running too bad right now is Sam Rice in the 11th position. He's running clean, and he's lost 3 positions.
Oh, we got trouble on the backstretch, Hayes. James Coulibaly, Tom Mercier. The hood's up on James Coulibaly's car right now. They both have heavy damage going into 3.
Tom's blowing up.
Yeah. And the caution is not out.
Let's go to our...
Wait. Yeah, we'll have to look. Yeah, definitely look at Tom and James. That was a big hit for those guys. Oh, my goodness. Wait till we see this.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I'm just having even more technical difficulties. But yeah, let's go and look at the
these cars are definitely going to be out of the race. I mean, it was a massive hit.
All right, so we're on Tom and James. Let's try to figure out what happened. You can see Tom kind of drifting up a little bit. Oh, and he drifts up right in front of James, cuts across his nose.
And just hard on that outside wall.
Oh,
gets up
man.
in the air.
My God.
I mean, those cars are absolutely killed from that.
Yeah, that is, oh, man. Well, we know why it wasn't a caution, because neither car was sideways.
Yeah, we had a car in the air, but we're still in the green.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy, but
those
how
iRacing
works.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, the way iRacing works is a car can get up in the air like Tom's did, but as long as it's not completely sideways on the track, they will not throw the yellow. So that's why there wasn't a caution, even though I'd say that was a
absolutely
good reason for a caution. We're gonna stay green here.
I tell you what, though, Hayes, up front, Quentin Warman got around Howie Briss. Nicholas Lavelle got around him as well, and they are running down Aaron Smith now. The lead's down to 1 second, and if we go back to last week, Hayes, Quentin Warman had an unfortunate thing happen. He was dominating
Yeah.
that race early, got caught up by lap traffic, and gotten involved in a crash and took him out early in this race. So he's kind of looking to rebound here, and so far so good for him.
Yeah, definitely having a strong run so far. 8/10 of a second now is the gap as he continues to close in on Aaron Smith. Let's. I always like to do this. Let's take a look and see what the gap is this next time by.
Yep.
When they pass the start finish line was about 8/10 there. Let's see what it is this time. On the backstretch, he cuts it down to about 7/10 barely. And
Yeah,
through
and
the
I see that
corner.
7 car, Aaron Smith is running low, and the 7 is running in the middle groove. So yeah, definitely different lines for these two leaders, and that's good to see. And Tom Mercier has disconnected from the race. He is
And
taking it behind the wall.
not what Tom Mercier wanted from this race, especially that early on, man.
Yes.
Um,
And I expected him to run well here tonight. He ran
Yeah.
so good at Atlanta, loves these mile and a halves, and yeah, unfortunate for him.
Yeah, for sure. So, you saw the gap was about .79 that last time by. So we'll see what it is now, cutting it down to about 6/10. Now down to about 5. And he gained just over 2/10 of a second that
Oh yeah,
last
he
lap.
is definitely coming.
Yeah, for sure. And he continues to try to close in on Aaron Smith. Let's take a look here at Sean Williams. Started 16th and has made his way
Wow.
up to the 9th position.
Yeah, definitely moving forward and looking to get 8th as well with Scott right in front of him. Sean Williams, good on the long run here so far.
Yeah, definitely having a good run here. Sean is always, a driver that we want to watch out for to put up a good performance, and he's definitely doing so right now. And trying to see if we can find somebody else talking about another guy putting up a solid run so far, Nicholas Caressel.
Yep.
Currently running 13th, started 19th.
Yep, slowly moving forward. Just got by Thomas Lloyd, who is falling back a ton right now. He started in the 6th position. He's about to lose another spot here to the 99 as he goes to the inside for 14th now. Back to 15th there for Lloyd.
Yeah, really starting to struggle here. I think that long run, it's
Wow.
happened to all of us. The long run, it's starting to get to him, and his tires are really starting to wear out. That's one of the most annoying things that can happen to a driver is, the long run hits and their tires start to wear, and you just can't. You're slower, and you can't do anything about it.
And we just had a lead change. Quentin Warman already caught Aaron Smith, and he has passed him
Wow.
coming out of turn number 2. New leader, Quentin Warman here at Vegas.
And there he goes. So now we're gonna see if he can hang on to the lead, and potentially bring home another win after that disappointing run last week at Southern National. Aaron Smith trying to run the bottom here, seeing what he can do, but I think Quentin's going to drive away for now.
Yeah, he definitely is. And these other guys behind him, the 10, the 97, they're all running down Aaron Smith right now. So Aaron Smith probably used up his tires a little bit too early here on this first run, and now he's starting to pay for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. So we see Nicholas Lavelle trying to gain with Howie Briss right behind him, about 5/10 of a second behind Aaron Smith. And I mean, they seem to be gaining a little bit on him here. And actually, Aaron is, at least right now, not letting Quentin pull away too
Nope.
much. But Aaron actually tags the wall a little bit there. But we'll see once Quentin and Howie catch Aaron. We'll see if they have anything for, or not. Once Nicholas and Howie catch Aaron, we'll see if they have anything for Quentin.
Yeah, and these guys do have 4 sets of tires in the pits to change here tonight. But if this thing stays green, if I had to guess, I think these guys are going to make that green flag pit stop. I would say probably around lap 45-ish, somewhere around there. That'd make it a 2-stop race evenly there. So I think these guys right here, if it stays green, we're looking at about 45.
Yeah, I think you might be right in that. If we go green all the way, you can manage that. With 4 sets of tires, that is enough to get through 134 laps here. So as we see Nicholas Lavelle, and Howie Briss slightly gaining on Aaron Smith, not gaining too fast, but they are gaining nonetheless. About 5/10 of a second. They cut it down to 4 there on the front straightaway. Aaron was able to pull away in the corner, however.
Oh man, we got a car slow on the apron, 3 and 4. It's looks like Isaiah McLean and I think there was some contact there between him and Michael Keithley. Trying to go back and
Oh,
see what happened here, but yeah, there definitely
yeah.
was some contact into the outside wall, and
Yeah, let's take a look and see if we can figure out what happened.
wow, that was strange.
I really don't. Oh, okay, it happened about a full lap prior.
There's a tire bouncing on
So
the
you
front
can see
stretch.
there's Keithley on the inside of Isaiah McLean, and Keithley just washes up the track and oh, it looked like Isaiah came down a little bit. It looked like Isaiah was kind of coming down as Keithley was drifting up. They make contact. Isaiah turns it back up the track and see the. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh man,
Yeah, I don't know what happened
see
there
that?
afterwards, but
Looks like both front tires just came right off, and the
huh.
bumper of that car kind of hanging off as well. So he pulls it back around to pit road.
Yeah, that put him multiple laps down already, and Quentin Warman now starting to pull away now. Aaron Smith about 0.8 of a second, but the battle for second starting to heat up as the 10 and the 97 have both run him down.
Yeah, actually, you can see it's about a 1 second lead that Quentin now has over Aaron, and Aaron only has about a tenth of a second lead
Yeah,
over Nicholas Lavelle as Nicholas tries to get a run on, catching a guy. We've said this, we've heard this so many times, but I mean, catching a guy is one thing, passing him is another. So we'll see if Nicholas is able to get by him here. Aaron's trying to fight him on that outside, and actually
I think
forget
he's
what I
gonna have
said.
it.
Forget what I said. He got right on by him.
Yeah, believe it or not, we just had Tony Hilbrand's disconnect from the race.
Oh,
2 laps down right now, and I believe he's having some connection issues there. So hopefully he gets
oh
back in here
man.
as soon as possible. And not sure what the rule is on that for him, but we'll have to see what happens when if we get a yellow here later on.
Tell you what, that's not what Tony Hilbrand's wanted to see either. I mean,
No,
man,
no.
got several guys making early exits here. So lap 40, yeah, 40 laps this time by will be complete. And I tell you what, they've gone by pretty fast.
Yeah, they really have. And yeah, 40 laps in, we get to that first pit stop. I mean, these laps are going by pretty quick here for the 1.5 mile. Only a 200-mile race. I think kind of one of the shorter ones here for this season. And Spencer Ray also, just I'm noticing on track, is moving forward really fast on this long run and just past Aaron
Oh,
Smith.
yeah.
Aaron Smith going way back now, losing a lot of time.
Yeah, Spencer Ray moving up to the 4th spot now. Trying to gain on Howie to see if he can put himself up inside the top 3. And we take a look here behind Aaron. About 2 seconds behind Aaron is James Miller, currently running in P6.
Yep. And the rest of the top 10, we got Sean Williams there, Scott Shire, Nicholas Caressel, and Cole Freilich. Kind of started back there in 11th, still running back there in 10th. Thought maybe he'd be a little more forward, but so far just hanging on inside the top 10.
Yeah, he's still got a solid run going. How about Sean? Moving up to P7 now on
Yep.
the track, looking to gain on James Miller. Again, another guy started, kind of deep in the field, and he's working his way up.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of guys moving forward now. We've seen a lot of guys move backwards. Kind of it's again, it's like the tire game here. Lots of fall off. Now these guys are definitely getting over 2 seconds off from the beginning of the run. So major tire fall off here so far, and we're getting really close to green flag pit stops, I believe.
Yeah, I think you're right. You said, about lap 45-ish, we would.
I mean, at least that's what I would do. I don't
Yeah.
know if these guys are gonna do it, but that's what I would have to guess.
Yeah, so Tony Hilbrandts is back on the track. I'm not sure how many laps down he
5
is.
laps down.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, like I said, if we get a yellow, we'll have to see if they have any wave around rule for people with connection issues or not. But right now, 5 laps down and way back in 22nd. So, not a good situation there for Tony Hilbrandts.
Yeah, but hey, I mean, it race isn't over yet. He could still be able to get back up there. So now 44 gonna come to begin lap 45 for that number 7 Home Depot
And Aaron
machine of
Smith
Quentin
coming
Warren.
down pit road. There's our first taker.
Yep, and you pretty much nailed it. Lap 45. So Aaron Smith heading on down, get some fresh tires on that car.
Yeah, and it doesn't surprise me about Aaron Smith pitting here. He kind of was falling back the most there, and I think he's just ready to get those tires off and get some new ones on there and try a little bit better with the tire run here.
Yeah, I think he's definitely tire management is a big thing at tracks like this, and I think to be fast you got to be able to really manage your tires. So yeah, that's one of the things that I personally really like about tracks like this is that you don't just have to worry about hitting the lines and trying to pass people. You also got to worry about conserving your stuff, which is kind of it puts more of a burden on the driver, which I think adds more
Absolutely.
adds more talent factor, if that makes sense.
Yep. Yeah, and it sure does. I mean, right now, here's a good example. Now, Spencer Ray now has just moved into second place. He started back in, 10th? So he is definitely one of the better guys here tonight on this long run for sure. Actually running down Quentin Warman, too, but we're getting ready to pit, though.
Yeah, he has definitely done a good job moving up as we see James Miller into the pits, Alex Anderson, Daniel Mosteller, Lucas Smith, Michael Keithley as well, and we saw Sean. He's exiting pit road.
Scott Shire's exiting as well. Yeah, a lot of guys now. Right around that lap 45 mark, cutting us into 2.
Yep. And now here comes Howie Briss onto pit road. And now we're gonna have to wonder when the leader is gonna pit.
Yeah, and I think it's got to be soon for him because Aaron Smith, he's going to have a pretty big lead, I think, pitting early. I mean, the tire difference is 2 seconds we were talking about. So Quentin Warman's going to have some ground to make up, but I think the tire difference, he should be able to make it up fairly quickly. But Spencer Ray is flying right now. I mean, he was 0.3 faster than the 7 car that last time by.
Wow. Yeah, he has really done a good job in this first run to
and he
gain
getting
on
another
Quentin.
2.5 there. So
Yeah, they was about 0.7 that time. Let's see what it is next time around. Ooh, he actually cuts the gap down a lot.
yeah,
there.
he is. He is absolutely digging right now.
He gained about 0.2, I'd say, just into
Yeah.
turn 3 alone. Wow. So lap 50 underway here. Quentin Warman continues to lead. They're still staying.
Oh, we
have
got a
caution.
yellow.
That would be.
See if
Oh,
we
I
can
think
catch
that was.
up with
I
it.
think that might have been Sean. Oh yeah, Sean Williams. Oh no, we were just talking about him putting up a good performance, and now he's got some serious damage to that car. Let's go see if we can figure out what happened.
Oh no, yeah, it's a tough break for Sean and James Miller involved. Colby Kersey. It looked like Colby got into the wall.
Let's see if we can figure out. Yeah, Colby, not sure how that happened. He just.
I don't know if maybe his tire wear was really bad there.
Oh man, came down in front of Sean and James too.
Yeah, nowhere to go for these guys.
2 fast guys got damage out of that.
And that's a lot of damage too.
Yeah. Oh man, 2 good guys. Colby, I'm really not sure what, how that started. Well, actually, Sam Rice. Okay, no, Sam Rice was able to get through. Man.
Well,
Oh,
a lot of
that,
these guys that already pitted, though, they got caught a lap down. Not what they wanted to see. They're going to be
Right.
able to get the wave around here, but they're going to have to restart on a little bit older tires than what these leaders are going to have. So,
Tell you what, I think this is cool with Quentin. I mean,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of helps him.
Him,
not have to worry about-
Spencer, Nicholas, both Nicholases, yeah, they're gonna be set.
Yeah, they're they're not gonna have to worry about the green flag pit stops now, so they're gonna take it nice and smooth here onto pit road, and take those tires and get back out there. Just over 50 laps complete. So let's see if we can find somebody. We'll wait on them to exit pit road here, and then we'll try to find somebody to get up here in the booth.
Yeah.
I'd say now would be a good time to interview Spencer Ray.
Sure. If he's off pit road now, we'll get him up here and you can talk to him. And here he comes.
Hey Spencer,
Hey.
it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, man. So you've been really working your way up through the field so far. Started 10th, and you're running looks like P2 right now. So how's your car handled for you throughout the race?
Pretty good. I just rode around safe tires by running the white line that whole time, and it worked out pretty well.
Yeah. So you seem to have a pretty fast car throughout these first 50 laps. What are your plans going to be for the final 84 or so laps coming up?
Just keep doing what I've been doing. Just running my line and running my own race.
All right, that's what I like to hear, man. Thank you for your time and good luck on the restart.
Yeah, thanks.
Alrighty.
That was the number 6 machine of Spencer Ray. Going to be restarting in pretty sure P3. We see Michael Ashmore. He's leading the race, but I'm not really sure if he just did that to get a lap led.
Yeah, it looks
What?
like there's a lot of guys going to be taking the wave here. Yeah, there's a lot of guys here, but I don't know if he'll see if he pits this time by. Maybe it was just to get the lap led, But
Yeah.
I would imagine he would pit.
Yeah, that wouldn't really make much sense to stay out here and risk getting smoked and potentially wrecked on those older tires. So see what he does here. Let's see if we can. Is this gonna be 1 to green? I think it
I
might be.
believe it should be, yeah.
Yeah, so we probably won't have time to get another interview in here.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, really. Man, yeah, really tough break again there for Sean Williams, and he was having a good day here today too. Him and James Miller both, running strong in the top 10. James Miller still in the race though. He must have got that damage fixed, or he'll be able to. But Sean looks like he's, his day is done, or at least, for getting a good finish, because he's still a couple laps down, getting that damage fixed now.
yeah, it's really an unfortunate turn of events for those guys, and they're just really gonna hurt them in points as well. So
Yeah.
and actually, Michael Ashmore is
Yeah,
staying
he's
out.
staying out. So okay.
Oh man, this could get rough.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be in the way. He's just got to be able to hold his line, and hopefully these guys get around him here nice and clean, but they're going to be so much faster than him. I mean, let's see if I can try to figure out when he last pitted. Yeah, I'm not really sure, honestly, why he didn't get tires there, but I don't know. I guess trying to save a set, but I mean, I got 4 sets.
Alright, so it's going to be 80 laps remaining here, which is not very long here at Las Vegas. So, see what these drivers do here. It's going to be an interesting restart with Michael Ashmore restarting first on older tires. This brings him up 25 positions in the field.
Yeah, crazy.
Here we come to the green flag. He gets a good jump, but he's got Quentin Warman there right behind him.
And I guarantee you, when they get to turn 1 and 2 here, that car's going to go straight, and Quentin's just going to go right on by here. I mean, he better get by quickly on that outside. And there, no, not even a chance.
Nope, not at all. We see them kind of stacking up a little
Yeah,
bit.
he
kind of
gets out of the way there.
Saw them kind of having to go 3 wide there, a little further behind him. But you can see now Quentin Warman right back to the race lead. Spencer Ray going to get behind him. Well, Spencer Ray actually gets loose. Getting loose on those cold tires. That's going to move Nicholas Caressel up to the second spot.
How about Nicholas Caressel from 19th to 2nd, too, here? And
go.
he's been doing that on the track here today, too. He's been fast moving up, and P2 for Nicholas Caressel here.
Yeah, really good job by Nicholas moving on up to second about 5/10 of a second behind Quentin Warman. Now we'll see. I mean, he could have something for Quentin. Going to try to run him down here.
Yeah, absolutely. And Spencer Ray, we saw him obviously in that first round. We talked to him. He's trying to save the tires. Oh man, gets close to the wall there, coming off 4. But you can kind of tell he's in a little bit of not pushing it as hard right now, and he gets passed for second. Looks like Nicholas Lavelle now looking to get third from him as well.
Yeah, Nicholas Lavelle right behind him. Trying to. Oh, we got one
Oh,
sideways
right
here.
behind him, Lucas Smith, I think that is. He's gonna
Oh, he
keep it
spins
up
down
the
to the
inside wall.
inside.
Oh, now he's spinning the other way.
Oh, I didn't
Oh,
even.
it just keeps it off the wall though.
Oh man, let's go. He was one of the lap cars, but he was running up there. Let's go to the replay here and take a look at how this happened. I think I know how. Alright, so you can see, I think, yeah, just got a little loose there.
That's it. He just lost it. Yeah.
Yeah. Goes to the apron, and you can see Cole and everybody behind him has to take evasive action to try to miss him. You can see he's, drifting dirt track in there on the apron.
Yeah, he really was. He made a good save, and
Yeah.
I thought he had it corrected. Then he corrected back to the left and spun, but he still didn't hit anything, really. So just get that thing going, and he's gonna need a yellow now. That's for sure.
And he's going to need a new set of tires also.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, you can see, he's keeping it off the wall, and then he spins, back towards the wall. And at this point, all you can do is lock it down and hope that you don't hit the wall, and luckily he didn't.
Yep, right now with the, that caution coming out during the green flag pit stops, we only have 11 guys on the lead lap now. A lot of guys trapped a lap down. And we got a battle up there for third, I believe. Nicholas Lavelle did get around Spencer Ray there.
Yeah, Nicholas Lavelle putting up another strong performance here yet again. And let's look at Aaron Smith, who is back in the 5th position, looking to get passed by, I didn't even think about this. A lot of these guys, that we saw up there before the caution are a lap down now.
Yeah.
James Miller's a lap down.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, Sam Rice. I mean, that's multiple guys that are.
Yeah. Quite a few cars out of this race are out of contention already.
Yeah, really. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Nicholas Caressel definitely impressing me a little bit here. He's actually staying there with the 7 car up front.
He's actually kind of closing, if you ask
Yeah,
me.
definitely is.
About 2.5 tenths back. Gonna drive it hard through 1 and 2.
Yeah,
Gonna
he's
cut it
definitely
down to
gaining
about,
on them. They're got a great run through 1 and 2 there.
cut it down to about 1/10 and a half. I tell you what, he is fast tonight.
Absolutely.
About less than 1/10 now. Man, he is really gets a little bit loose there on the outside, but he has run down that number 7 machine. He's gonna try to go for the lead here.
Yep, looking to the inside here. It's going to be hard to complete that pass, especially with Quentin running that bottom line. And right in front of these guys was Lucas Smith. We saw him go for that spin just about 5 laps ago or so. Trying to hang on and being 1 lap down, but those tires are probably screaming, and he's going to lose the 2nd lap here, it looks like.
Yeah, I bet you his tires are, shot
sad.
by now. But yeah, Nicholas, he's, trying hard. Like we said earlier, catching him is one thing, passing him is another. Especially with the guy as fast as Quentin Warman. So he's
Yes.
gonna try every lane possible. Try to do what he can to gain on him.
Yeah, and he is driving hard. You can tell that thing was hung out there coming off turn number 2 there, and he's still hanging tough though. I'm really surprised. This 7 car has been fast all season long, obviously, and Caressel hanging there right with them. But is he killing them tires? Will he be able to hang on in about 20 laps or so?
Yeah, that's something you gotta wonder if he's killing his tires trying to get by Quentin here. They seem to be running identical lines. I mean, on entry we saw Caressel go low and Quentin go middle, but you can see here They are, running kind of. They are taking the
Yeah.
corner different, but other than that, around the
Oh,
center on
Crust
exit.
sliding up right there. You got a little tight, it looked like, but honestly did not lose time. That was kind of interesting there.
Yeah, you can see on the straightaways, really the only times that they're running different lines, and in fact that time was very similar. You know, other than that, they are running almost identical
Yes.
lines around the track. So, Caressel is. I can see he's kind of studied Quentin. What the lines that he's running. That's the fast lane, so he's been able to kind of follow in his draft. Follow his line, and I think that's helping him.
Yep, absolutely. And these guys have definitely pulled away from everybody else over about a second and a half up on the 10. Spencer Ray still in 4th. And then Aaron Smith, who actually on this last caution flag we had, he got the lucky dog. So he had to start behind everybody. So he's had to pass the most cars here on this restart, but he's up to 5th. Saw him lean a lot earlier in the race and trying to get back up there.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job of it. You can see Spencer Ray there in 4th now as Caressel gets a good run on Quentin down the front straightaway. Battle for the lead heating up once again. He's trying to do what he can there, running that bottom lane.
Yeah, it seems like he's doing better in 3 and 4. Caressel's getting good runs off 4. Let's see if he can maybe run a different line here and get a run off turn 4 this time. You can see him. He enters a little bit lower than the 7 here, and actually Quentin stays in the middle. Caressel's got a run.
He does get a good exit.
Oh, man, uses all the racetrack there, just
no
barely.
kidding. Even uses
Keeps it off the wall.
Even uses the wall to his advantage a little bit. So
Oh, now
now
look
he's
at
actually
this.
he's actually changing it up here. I think this
He's
could work
going to get
for
a
him.
good run here, I think.
Oh yeah, he's gonna get a good run here down the back stretch. And I tell you what, it may help him into turn number 3. He's gonna
We'll see
run
if
the
he-
bottom here once again, try to get that good run, that good launch off the bottom lane. He's gonna drift up the track.
Yeah, he drifts way up higher than the 7 in the corners, but it seems to be working. I mean, look at the run he got again there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not affecting the amount of ground that he loses or gains really to Quentin. He's that time he stays on the bottom lane, trying to experiment with the different lines.
Yeah, that time he followed Quentin in a 1 and 2, and he actually kind of lost a little bit of time there. Right behind these guys, we did have a change for 3rd. Spencer Ray gets around Nicholas, so move Spencer up to 3rd. Starting to get that long run pace back going now. It looks like he's coming forward.
Yeah, and he actually might be able to gain on Caressel and Quentin a little bit if they start to battle. So definitely going to want to watch out for that here. As you can see, Caressel's still trying to do what he can. And let's take a look at Michael Keithley. He's currently running P8 right now, started 20th.
Yeah, caught that caution. A good break for him. He stayed out, and now he's still in the lead lap with these guys, and now he's got a top 10 run going. Trying to hold off Thomas Lloyd there right behind him, who's in 9th.
Yeah, definitely doing a good job there now running inside.
And actually trying to get 7th
5.
here from Scott.
Yeah, he's actually looking to see if he can't do that. And now you can see Quentin is actually starting to pull away again with the lead by about 4.5 tenths over Nicholas Caressel.
I guess I definitely think that 30 now starting to pay the price. I think he maybe pushed a little bit hard. Now he's starting to lose a little bit of ground there.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he pretty much used up his stuff trying to get by Quentin there, and now he's going to have to pay for it. And we'll see if he loses that spot. Oh, yeah, you can see Spencer Ray is already starting to gain on him. So I think Spencer Ray is going to be on his bumper here in the next few laps.
Yeah, for sure. And Aaron Smith still hanging on to that 5th spot. Howie Briss is right behind him in 6th. Again, only 10 cars on the lead lap. And the other guy we have not talked about today on the lead lap back there in 10th is Daniel Mosteller, who had a great run last week. I believe got a top 5. So backing it up again here today with a top 10 run.
Yeah, I tell you what, he's definitely doing a good job right now. Man started 28th, and he has made his way up inside the top 10 now. Definitely doing a good job holding that position. Let's take a look here at this battle for 7th between Scott Shire and Michael Keithley. Keithley running that top lane, trying to get a run off the corner. It
Ooh,
looks
and he's
like he
got a good
will.
run in that second. Oh, he had to
Oh,
lift there a little
man.
bit.
Yeah, had to stay out of the wall there, but he doesn't lose too much ground.
Yeah, I think Keithley's a little bit faster here than Scott, but he just can't get the right line going and get the run on him. You see it using the momentum on the top side there. Scott Shire continues to hold that 7th spot, but I think Keithley's a little bit quicker than him right now.
Yeah, I think you might be right, but Scott has
Oh
more.
wow, he really threw it in there that time.
Scott has more, clean air than Keithley does. So that's definitely gonna give him an advantage. But here comes Keithley with a good run off the corner.
Oh, he hit the
Oh
grass!
man!
Oh man, he
Hang on
hanged
to
on to it.
Oh, he tried doing what Dale did, but
It ain't gonna work, Keithley.
No,
It ain't gonna work.
not gonna work here, bud. Not gonna work anywhere for that matter.
No. Unless you're at Charlotte, that's about it.
Yeah, unless you're Dale Earnhardt, it's not gonna work. But yeah, back up here with the leaders, you can see Spencer Ray about 9/10 of a second, about a second behind Nicholas Caressel, trying to close in on him. He's closing pretty well through the corners.
Yeah, he's gaining on Caruso, but he's not gaining on Quentin right now still. About 2-second gap there between Spencer and Quentin, but Caruso definitely coming more towards the number 6 machine here.
Yeah, it's he's definitely starting to fall off now. Let's take a look at the first car a lap down. Cole Fralick currently in the 11th position.
Yeah, desperately needing a caution.
Yeah, which is where he started looking to get a caution to get that lucky dog and get back on the lead lap. There's still time for that to happen, but that's definitely what he's hoping for right now, I'm sure.
Oh man, Hayes on the backstretch. Daniel Mostel just got loose off 2, hit the inside wall pretty hard. He's still continuing
man.
on, but he's got some heavy left front damage, I think.
Let's go figure out how this happened. Alright, let's look back.
He was actually about to make a pass on the 3, but then I think he turned a little bit too much coming off 2 and got loose and lost it.
Yeah, it looked like Thomas Lloyd got kind of loose on his outside.
Oh man, he just
And
clipped that
then-
opening on the inside wall.
Yeah, and then he just lost it off the corner. Not sure exactly how. And then at this time he's he trying to do what you can to turn away from that wall, but oh man,
Yeah, and it sticks out right there, and it just
Yeah.
got him. Yeah.
that's definitely going to affect the speed in his race car.
Like I said, he was doing a great job. He's about to take the 9th spot there, and then, I mean, if he gets a caution, he's still on the lead lap there in 10th, so he won't go any farther down if he stays on the lead lap. So we'll see what happens here in these final. We're down to 55 laps to go now.
Yep, and now Spencer Ray makes his move up into the 2nd position.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, Caruso really falling back now, loses another spot to Nicholas Lavelle as well.
Yeah, I tell you what, Spencer looking strong here. So now we're getting kind of close, maybe here in about 10 laps or so. Actually, about maybe 15, closer to 20 actually. We're going to have our 2nd round of green flag pit stops, and if we go green all the way, it should be our final round of green flag pit stops.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I don't think there's any way that anybody can make it to the end here. We restarted on lap 55. Yeah, I don't see that happening. So we'd have to make one more pit stop, and I would think around a lap 100 or so is when these guys are making those stops if we stay green.
Yeah, I think you're right. So now we see Nicholas Lavelle staying there steadily behind Spencer Ray to try to draft with him, see what they can do to potentially gain on Quentin Warman, but Quentin's got a good 2.5 second gap over these two. And I tell you what, I mean, Quentin, he continues to impress me. I mean, I'm 15 and he's 12 and he's already put up much better stats than I have, and it's it really does impress me.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. I mean, it just shows you put a lot of time into something that can always work out no matter what. And oh man, sorry, the
Absolutely.
car got in the wall right, right by Spencer Ray. Andrew Crine, lap car, got in the wall there, going into one just a little bit. Yeah, and Quentin's doing a lot better this run too, maintaining that gap. Spencer Ray is really not running him down. And
Yeah, he
actually, we
really.
got a battle for second, side by side.
Yeah, actually, Nicholas Savell gonna make his move to take that second
Yeah.
position away from Spencer Ray as we begin lap 85 of 134.
Yep, and then really these four we've talked about. Aaron Smith in fifth, but he's way back, 7.5 seconds back. Howie Brisk kind of right behind him in sixth. And Michael Keithley did get by Scott Shire there for seventh, so Keithley's up to seventh now.
And he's actually pulling
He's
away
pulled away
from him.
big time, yes.
About 5.3 seconds behind Howie Briss in sixth now, so we'll see if he's got some time to potentially gain on Howie.
Yeah, definitely a big difference here this week compared to last week. Already 85 laps in, one caution flag here tonight, I believe. So yeah, kind of a big difference here, and obviously a big difference in track. And actually, I was trying to see it next week. I think where we go to, these guys go to Auto Club next week, so that'll be another good one as well. That's a very good racetrack. They puts on a good show.
Yeah, definitely.
And we'll have to see another thing we'll look forward to next week too, with this latest patch that came out. Apparently, you can run the wall there. So if these cars are up running the wall,
that's gonna be very interesting.
yeah. And I think multiple lanes work there too. I've seen some footage of that track, so that should be a really fun race to watch there next week.
Yeah, for sure. You know, with the new, for those of you that don't know, iRacing a few days ago released their new big update, and it comes, it came with a lot of new things, new damage model for some cars,
Yep.
and you can run different grooves at certain tracks now. I think it was Briar LaPreb. He was doing a stream where he was testing the Xfinity car at Charlotte, and he ran a few laps, and the lap that he ran a lap ripping the wall, and the lap that he ran ripping the wall was actually faster than the lap he ran running the bottom.
Yeah, it really was, and I saw that too as well, Hayes. It's kind of amazing, but we want to try to see both grooves work, equally as good, and at Charlotte might be a little bit more on the top, but I don't know. From Auto Club though, we might see middle, bottom, and top work. So hopefully that does work.
Yeah, I mean, you never know. All three lanes could work at that track, and if they do, that's going to create one heck of a race for us next week. But yeah, Quentin Warman, 2.5 second gap still. He's doing a good job maintaining that.
Yep, and yeah, down to 44 laps to go now. We're within the fuel window for sure, and tire window for pitting. But I think with that restart happening a little bit after splitting it up, we might go a little bit longer before these guys pit. But we'll see what happens with that. Still pulling away, 2.4 seconds.
Yeah, we're only going to have 44 laps to go this time by. And, I mean, you got to wonder if we will get another caution. But, I mean, if we don't, it's, just going to be one stopper and then drive it to the end. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out.
Yep, and just behind all, well, I was trying to catch up with it. I think, Aaron Smith actually is down pit road right now. Coming down pit road to get some tires.
Going to be Aaron Smith's second and final green flag pit stop.
Yeah, and that's pretty early. But he was way back, though. He was 8 seconds off of Quentin, so I think he just kind of thought that was his only way and to try to get some track position when these guys pit. Maybe catch a caution at the right time.
Yeah, I think you might be right here. Sorry, I was having some trouble fixing this, but yeah, Quentin continuing to stay out so far. Same for most of these guys running up here. Thomas Lloyd heads down pit road. He's the only other driver to head into the pits so far.
Yeah, it's only a little bit right now, but actually Nicholas Lavelle is cutting into that lead ever so slightly. It's down,
Yeah.
He's gaining about a tenth of a second a lap now, down to 2.1 seconds. So cutting into the lead just a little bit.
Yeah, he definitely is. About cutting it down to about 2 seconds flat. Now, we saw earlier it was 2.4, so he is definitely closing on Quentin. So we'll see. We've got about 40 laps left. We'll see if he can, close that gap even more during pit stops. And I mean, if he continues to keep this pace up, he might be able to catch him.
Yep. Yeah, and that time by he gained, like you said, gaining a little bit more than the last few laps. But when will they pit? These guys all got to make that one more pit stop.
Yeah, as we see Daniel Mosteller coming to pit road as well. And oh yeah, here we go. Now here comes 4th place Nicholas Caressel.
Yeah.
Heading into the pits with 40 laps remaining. And we also see around them Alex Anderson into the pits as well. There goes Thomas Lloyd exiting.
Yeah, that move by Caressel doesn't surprise me. We obviously saw him falling off there. He's got really good short run speed. Get them fresh tires on, get some time down, and he might actually be close to having the lead of this thing for a little bit after these pit stops if these two continue to stay out.
Yeah, I think you might be right. So, here we go. I'm trying to figure something out. There we go. There goes Howie Briss now. 4th place into the pits.
Yep.
And now it's just, a game of kind of waiting to see when the other drivers pit. If I had to guess, I think Quentin Warman is going to wait until about lap 100 if he can, and then bring it on down.
Yeah, and if I'm Nicholas Lavelle, I'm gaining on the leader right now. I keep staying out as long as he's staying out. Keep gaining that time here on the track.
Right.
And he's gaining a ton right now. That lap time by, he gained 0.4 of a second that lap. So he is absolutely on the move right now.
Yeah, he really is. So now cutting it down to 1 second flat. I mean, he is. I don't know what. I guess he was able to save his stuff really well, and it is definitely paying off for him right now.
Leaders continue to stay out here.
Yeah, so far I think it's the top 4. Well, some of these guys that are lap cars have not pitted yet, but as far as the guys on the lead lap goes, it's the top 4 that have yet to come to pit road.
If Quentin doesn't pit, he's going to lose the lead in about 2 laps. This 10 car is flying on the track right now.
Yeah, he really is. And I mean, the closer he gets to him, then the closer
look
he
at that.
should. The closer he gets to him here, the closer he should be to him. When pit stops cycle through. So I mean, and that could, and if he, like I said, if he continues to keep this pace up, could potentially be a threat. So definitely gonna want to watch for Nicholas Lavelle. Like I said earlier in the race, he's one of the guys that's kind of slowly been improving over the course of the past couple races. So I mean, look for him.
I think he's going to have a shot. He's going to have a shot in this corner right here, I think. I mean, he is unbelievably faster in the center of the corner. He's right there in the rear quarter panel.
Quentin trying to throw the block. There he goes to the inside. He's going to get a run here down the front straightaway as they begin lap 135 laps to go. But
See if Quentin tries to pinch, but I mean, that 10 is just, he's not giving him much room there. He's not going to be able to use all that racetrack. 7's going to get a good run here off the corner. Oh, man, they almost tore down the
made some
backstretch.
contact there. Into turn 3. We'll see if Quentin
Now
can
he's
do
got
anything
him.
on the outside. No, he can't. New leader, Nicholas Lavelle.
Yeah, and if I'm Quentin, I pit now. I just lost
Yeah.
the lead. I'm losing time. I would pit right now, and he's lap.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I were him. Just go ahead, get it over with. As we see now, Michael Keithley into the pits, Spencer Ray into the pits.
Yeah, I think we're going to see these guys. They're going to have to come down this time by.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, man, I'm just so impressed with that long run speed with Nicholas right now.
I know, that's crazy. He's already pulling away, putting the gap up to about 0.7 of a second.
Let's see what happens here this time by. Wow, he's going to stay out still. I
not
can't
pitting.
believe it.
I know, that really... I mean, the more you stay out, the bigger the gap is likely going to be. after pit stops.
The only thing I can think of, and like I said, I don't know what the actual fuel window is, but I mean, if there's any way, maybe the 7's trying to make it to the end, because he's really, really slowing down and losing a lot of time right now.
Yeah, I highly doubt. I mean, I don't think there's any way you can make it to the end from here. And I think I think he's gonna head to pit
Yeah, he's
road
coming in. Here we
this
go.
time by. There he
He
does.
lost a lot of time right there. I
He
mean,
really did. He's going to go to pit road. Nicholas Lavelle stays out a little bit longer. Going to get passed by Aaron Smith. That will put Aaron back on the lead lap here. And now Nicholas, if I'm him, I'm coming down this time.
yeah, it's time right here. And he did a great job, excellent job getting a gap. This is a good opportunity for him to get out on equal tires and have an advantage over him. And I think we're going to see him come down right here. No, wow.
No, he's actually, wow. Staying out again here. Actually, this could work better.
Yes.
I didn't think about that. Going about an
I
extra
can see what
lap.
he's doing, though, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to help him, gain a little bit more time on Quentin. So I think if he pits now, he will definitely have a good gap. You can see there's Quentin coming out of pit road here, heading back on the track. So now we'll see if Nicholas heads down this time.
Nope.
He still doesn't.
Mm.
Gonna lead this time with 30 laps remaining. That really surprises me.
Yeah, I think he's just thinking that the tires being fresher for the end of the run. That's what he's going to focus on, because, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
But I mean, you can't wait too long. I mean, that's never usually works out well. Later in the race.
Oh, trouble on the front stretch. Nicholas Carreso is in the grass. He hit the wall.
Let's see if we can find him. He's gonna keep it straight, but he's
back
gonna
going
lose
on
some
track.
time for that one.
Oh, yeah, he got loose off 4, hit the outside wall, and then took a trip through the grass a little bit there.
He's one of the guys on the lead lap, and he's in third right now too.
Yeah. And I think you have Nicholas Lavelle finally
And
come
there
down
he
pit
goes.
road here.
And where's Quentin Warman? There's Quentin in the middle of 3 and 4. And there's Nicholas. And Quentin might be able to pass him if he gets around quick enough.
Yeah, as of right now, it looks like when this all cycles through, because of how early they pitted, Aaron Smith is going to be the leader, but he's on much older tires
Right.
than Quentin, and now what Nicholas will be.
Yeah, I think Nicholas will lose. Yeah, he will lose this spot to
Yeah, for sure.
Quentin, which I really don't know. I don't want to be
Oh, yeah,
pessimistic.
he's way behind.
I don't want to be pessimistic, and I could be proven wrong on this, but I just don't know if
That's going to be a lot of
Yeah.
time to gain right there. I mean, he is almost going to be about, the whole straightaway behind him.
I mean,
So
just 27 laps left. I mean,
it's going to be close. It definitely is going to be
Yeah.
close.
and this moves Caressel up to second, 0.5 of a second behind Aaron Smith. Howie Briss will go to third, Spencer Ray fourth, and then there's Quentin in fifth. Now we see Quentin, he is gaining a lot
Yes.
on Aaron. Like, I'm talking 0.5 now. 4
Yeah, he'll be there by the end of the race. It's just going
Yeah.
to be a matter of, the 10, Lavelle, he is about 6-7 seconds behind Quentin. I mean, that's going to be so hard to gain
Yeah.
in just a short amount of time. I don't see it happening.
I
But
mean,
we'll
he
see. I
could
mean,
do it. if
Never
he
know.
can
We could get a
continue.
yellow, a late yellow,
Right.
something.
It's not completely. It's not over yet. He could make it
No.
happen still, but the chances are slim for him. So, but sometimes you got to make your own luck. So, I mean, we'll see if he can get it done.
Yep, Quentin Warman now looking to get by. He gets by Spencer Ray, and he's looking at Howie Briss now already with those way fresher tires. I mean, he's just going to blow by Howie Briss here.
Yeah, 25 laps remain.
There he goes.
And yeah, let's get back to him here. Yep, he's gonna get by and move up to third. He's already cut the gap down to
Yeah.
3 seconds. Man.
Yeah, Aaron Smith, he's hoping for a yellow right now. He likes the color yellow. He needs a yellow too right now. Definitely needs that caution flag to save him right now, at least from the win. He's probably, if this stays green, he's still gonna get about a top 5 finish, but not the win.
Yeah. And that's all these that's all these drivers are looking for is to win. So I mean, we'll see see what Eric can do. I mean, there's really not much you can do with a guy on fresher tires who is one of the fastest ones coming up on you. There's just not much you can do, but we'll see. We'll see what happens here in these final 23 laps here at Las Vegas.
And that's it. Just 23 to go here already. 1 caution flag tonight. Big difference this week. Nice to see, though, some good clean racing, but a lot happened here tonight. I mean, we've had a lot of cars have some trouble that didn't bring out a yellow flag, but there's been all kinds of. And then that caution that came out was during green flag pit stops, really shook up the field, just a little bit. And man, yeah, that 7 car, he's flying right now. He's about ready to have the lead.
Yep, I think you're right. And he is blowing on through there. Gets by Caressel. 22 laps to go. And it's going to happen in this corner, I think. Yes, it will. He is powering by on the outside. No chance for Aaron Smith to even have a shot to hold him off. Quentin Warman goes back to the lead. And now I want to look. Nicholas Lavelle, 7.5 seconds behind.
Man, that's so much time.
I know.
I think he's going to regret waiting how long he did to pit.
Yeah, I think he will too. Now, I will say this. Second place is definitely a possibility.
Yes.
But I think the win it's very slim.
Yeah, there's just not enough laps to go. I mean, we're at 20 laps to go this time by right now.
Yeah, definitely a short amount of time here at Las Vegas. It goes by really fast. And I tell you what, Quentin, he's not wanting a caution right now.
No, he wants this thing to stay green. He basically, I think, can have it in the bag right now if no problems happen for him. But, I mean, look at last week. He was sitting there leading the thing and got caught up in some trouble. So, you just never know in these races. And, yeah, that last time by, Nicholas only gained 1/10 of a second on Quentin. So,
he's going to have to gain a lot more than that per
Oh,
lap.
yeah, he's going to have to gain way more.
But he is gaining pretty quickly on Nicholas Caressel and Howie Briss and Aaron Smith and Spencer Ray. So second place.
Everybody.
Yeah. Second place, like I said, definitely a possibility. All right, I want to see here. 7.2 seconds was the gap between him and Quentin that time by. So let's take a look at what it is next time around when they come by the start-finish line. I think he might be right with saying that he gains about 1/10 each lap.
Yeah.
He does.
Unfortunately, with how many laps left, he's going to need to gain about a half a second a lap.
Yeah.
And
so that time he did gain about 2/10, cut the gap down to 7 seconds, which again, I mean, that's definitely not bad, but it's not good enough. And Quentin is about to get passed by James Miller, who is a lap car, but he is on fresher tires. So I think Quentin's probably just going to let him on by here and go about his business.
Yeah, definitely a rough race there for James Miller. Has the speed here today. Just got caught up in that incident there with Sean and Colby.
Michael Ashmore, I think it was. Saw if he might have gone off track. He seems to be okay. Yeah,
Not much of a battle, but Lavelle does get by Caressel to move him into 5th.
All right, I wanna look at this again, because the gap is down to 6.4 seconds.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, 6.4 exactly there at the start-finish line. So let's take
He's
a look at
gaining a lot more this now.
Yeah, let's compare it again here. once they come by the start finish line, see how much he gains this lap. He is in draft,
Yes.
but I mean draft can always benefit you trying
And
to
he's
gain.
gonna catch some lap cars here as well. Let's see if he catches them at a bad time. He's gonna catch Aaron side by side come off the corner.
Well, that draft definitely did help. He gained 3/10 of a second on Quentin that time at the start
Yep.
finish line, cuts it down to about 6 seconds, which again, that is good, but with the limited amount of time we have left, it's not going to be
Yeah.
good enough, I don't think.
Yeah, only 14 to go. He needs to gain that about every lap and some. But you got to think how the last run went. He was gaining a lot of time at the end. He might be able to do it this time, but it's
Yeah,
gonna be
I mean,
close.
You never know. It's you got to have luck on your side. We'll see if luck is on his side tonight. He's rolling the dice here in Vegas, we could say.
Yes, there we go. Took a while for one of us to say it.
Yeah, he rolled the dice on that pit run, so we'll see if he can, see if it pays off for him. See if he gets that lucky number 7. So we'll see what he can do. He's about
Gonna get Howie
About-
Briss right here. That's for third.
a straightaway behind Quentin Warman now, 5.6 seconds, with 13 laps remaining.
Yeah, put him into third. Didn't really gain as much that time, but now he's got a little bit more clean track. But again, only 12 laps to go now.
The thing is, again, even if he were to catch Quentin, you know, he's gonna have, limited time to even, work up a pass, which is hard to do, especially with someone as fast as Quentin is. So, I mean, this is really gonna be, if he can somehow catch Quentin and pass him and, get this win, I would be extremely impressed.
Definitely, for sure. I mean, incredible long run pace. I mean, even right now, he still is, and we've seen it all day so far.
Yeah, the gap now has it down to 5 seconds. 4.9 there. The draft that he has is definitely helping. He's able to stay behind James Colabali and, gain more speed down the straightaway. Got 11 laps to go.
Yeah, I tell you what, I don't know. It's gonna be close.
Yeah, if he can stay in James's draft, I will definitely help him gain quicker. And he will still have to get by Spencer Ray, who is in the second position, which Spencer Ray may put up a fight. Down to 4.7 seconds now, 4.6. He is definitely quicker.
Yep, 4.6 seconds at the line here with 10 laps to go
10 to
now.
go.
So
Yeah, I mean it's going down very very quickly. But you see, he's still gonna have to get by Spencer Ray, and then Quentin actually just got by some lapped cars, which actually Sean is still in this race. He's gonna head down to pit
Yeah.
road now.
Mm.
Having to
yeah,
get
tough
by
race for
some
Sean,
lapped cars.
obviously.
Yeah.
Not here today.
Ooh, okay. Now the gap is 4.1 seconds. What was it last time? 4.6.
Yep, half
So
a
again,
second there.
Half a second. Now that's what he needs to be doing if he's gonna catch Quentin. He's gonna have to be doing that per lap.
Yep.
From here to the finish. I mean, there's a chance if he keeps this up. There is a
Any
chance.
mistakes? Any getting out of the gas or hitting the wall there for the 10
Yeah.
or for the 7? I mean, let's see that time by.
3.7.
That was only 3/10, but we saw that 7 car at the end of the run last time really start to fall off big time.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll see if this gives Nicholas enough time. We saw the gap was about 3.7 seconds that time by. He seems to gain a good bit through.
Yeah, 3 and
off
4
the
looks good.
corners. So he gains a good amount of time on the straightaway. Gained about a tenth or two that last time.
I think he has a chance to get Spencer Ray for second, but I think it's just going to be a little bit too late. to get that lead here. Unless we get, this late yellow, you never know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you might be right, because Spencer Ray will definitely put up a strong fight against Nicholas Lavelle. And, he gained about another 2/10 there. That lap, about 2-3 tenths.
Oh man, I think he's gonna be mad. I think he just timed this pitting maybe just 2 laps too late. I think he just pitched slightly too late.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they'd be right there with each other. Had that not, had he not waited too long.
Daniel's gonna get way out of the way here of the 10 car.
Yeah.
Good move there. And Daniel's still running in 9th. Even though he's a lap down, still running in 9th. So good run for him again this week.
Good job. 3.1. And now down to about 3 seconds flat.
And Spencer's actually running down Quentin just a little bit as well. It was 1.7 a couple laps ago. Now it's down to 1.4. So he's running him down a little bit too, but definitely again not enough time. Not enough time being gained to be able to contend, I think.
Yeah, gap now 2.7 seconds, and the gap between
3 laps to go.
Spencer Ray and Quentin Warman, 1.34 laps to go. 2.6 seconds. I mean, it is really close, but I think it's going to be too little, too late. If it were 10 to go, I'd say there's a really good chance.
Yeah, he's gonna need about 5 more laps, and he's not gonna have it.
Yeah, I mean 3 laps to go, 2.4 tenths. I mean 2.4 seconds.
Oh man, he's gonna see his car right in that white flag. He's gonna be like, man, if I just had a couple more laps.
Yeah, he is gaining. He's been cutting that gap down so much throughout these final laps of the race.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be enough. It's 1.1 seconds between Quentin.
Yeah, a lot of lap cars there up there between all these cars as well. 2 laps to go here.
2 laps remaining for Quentin Warman.
Looking for his 3rd win of the season already in just 5 races. I mean, what a start to the let's talk. I mean, this 7 car, he has just been so impressive. We've talked about it.
He really has.
What a start to the season for him.
It has been a great start to the season for Quentin Warman. And that number 7 machine, they are racing hard back there.
Yeah, they sure are.
Nicholas Lavelle trying to see if he has enough time to get to Spencer Ray and maybe get second. See if he can do that. But Quentin Warman, this time gonna take the white flag one more time here at Las Vegas.
Yeah, boy, great job again as well. I mean, we was good in the short run when he needed to, had the good pit stops, executed perfectly. And he's going to hang on. It looks like one more corner, Hayes, and he'll get his 3rd win in just 5 races here at Las Vegas.
Yep, you can see about 0.8 of a second between him and Spencer Ray, but they're going to run out of time. He rolled the dice, and he got it done. Quentin Warman, 3rd victory of the season here at Vegas.
There it is. Nice job.
Spencer Ray comes home second. Nicholas Lavelle, he gained a lot, cut it down to about 1.5 seconds, but it's going to be short. He will finish in 3rd. But it is all Quentin Warman tonight, getting yet another victory. Man, this guy, he's been performing so well this season, man. It's unbelievable.
Absolutely. All right, we'll get our top 3 in here hopefully and talk to them, and actually I can get 3rd place in here right now if we're ready.
Yep, we're gonna watch Nicholas do his burnouts here really quick, and then we'll get them up here. First will be the number 10 of Nicholas Lavelle, then will be Spencer Ray, and then Quentin Warman. So let's go ahead and get Nicholas Lavelle in here.
All right, and here we go.
Hey, Nicholas, it's Hayes and Jared up in the booth. You got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so you bring home, 3rd place finish tonight. You gained a lot on Quentin there, in the final laps. You just came up short, wasn't quite able to do it. But how's it feel to bring home a podium tonight?
Pretty good. Should have pitted about 2 laps earlier. I think I had something for him, but that's how it goes.
Yeah, man. So, we saw you were, definitely, around mid to late portions of the race. We saw you really starting to step up your game and get up there, and you led for a little bit before those pit stops. But how'd your car handle for you throughout the race, and what are your expectations heading into next week?
Well, I finally figured out you had to get to the bottom to keep it from dump trucking towards the end. So once I had that down, it was easy peasy. Hopefully next week I can do the same thing. But California's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, man. So, do you have anybody you want to thank here tonight?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I wasn't prepared for this.
All right, man. Well, thank you for your time, and we'll see you next week. Have a good night, man.
Sir.
All right, that was Nicholas Lavelle, driver of the number 10 machine, bringing it home P3 here tonight. And now we will get Spencer Ray in here.
Alrighty, we'll get him up here, and I got him this time. All right, caught up with our second place finisher here. Spencer Ray got a copy.
I got you.
Hey man, we talked earlier in the race. We saw a lot of good long run pace from you there. You were running down Quentin there at the end. Just what did you need just to be able to contend there with Quentin there at the end?
To be faster on the short run. I was a lot faster than him in the long run, but he was so much faster than me on the short run. It took too much time to catch back up to him.
Yeah, definitely did there at the end there, but big difference this week, obviously, compared to last week. We saw lots of cautions here today, a lot of green flag racing, a lot of green flag pit stops. Pretty fun race from us. How was it there in the in the driver's seat here tonight? Obviously, a lot of green flag racing.
Oh yeah, it was pretty fun. I like it when we go have a lot of green flag pit stops and different strategies. Yeah, just had fun.
That's always good to hear. Really quick, next week we go to Auto Club. Obviously, it's going to be a whole different kind of race next week. And I've heard obviously multiple grooves kind of work there. How do you feel about going into that next week?
Man, I don't know. I haven't done any races on the tracks with the new grip mechanics, so I'll have to figure that out first.
All right. Well, that's second place, Spencer Ray. Any thank yous and shouts you want to give before we get you out of here tonight? Okay. Well, I guess that was it then. So we don't have our winner in Discord though.
Oh, do we not?
No, he is not in the Discord. So
Oh, all right. Well, unfortunately, we won't be able to speak with Quentin Warman, who did win the race, but not gonna be able to speak with him, unfortunately. But we will get to your race results here tonight, if we can get them up on the screen. Not sure why it's not wanting to pull them up here. Give me just 1 second, guys. Okay, for some reason it's not wanting to pull up the results, but I'll just go ahead and read them off to you here. So Quentin Warman takes home the win. Spencer Ray will bring it home in second. Nicholas Lavelle third. Howie Briss fourth, and Aaron Smith, who won last week, he will come home with a top 5 finish. Michael Keithley, a good run for him, brings home sixth. Brings it home in sixth, and then we have Scott Shire in seventh. Nicholas Caressa will bring it home 8th. Daniel Mostiller, a good run for him, in 9th. And Cole Freilich rounds out the top 10.
You have James Miller 11th here tonight. Garrett Mitchell 12th. Alex Anderson 13th. Thomas Swell 14th. Thomas Lloyd 15th. Tony Hilbrands unfortunately had a rough night tonight, bringing home in 16th. Michael Ashmore 17th. Lucas Smith 18th. Andrew Crine 19th. And then another tough break tonight for Sean Williams. Got involved in an accident there. Brings it home in 20th tonight.
Then we have Isaiah McLean bringing it home 21st in the number 99. James Colabully brings it home 22nd. Sam Rice, we saw him up inside the top 10 early on, just ended up falling back. He will come home in 23rd. Colby Kersey involved in that wreck with Sean Williams. He'll end up finishing 24th. Jonathan Platt 25th. Tom Mercier finishes in 26th after that early wreck. Then we have Howie Trey 27th, and rounding out the field tonight will be Will Klein finishing in 28th. And I believe that will conclude our broadcast for tonight, folks. We have had a couple of technical difficulties here, but that should be fixed by the time we head to Fontana next week, which will be our next broadcast here once again 1 week from today, live here on the High Speed Racing Network. So, as usual, thank you all so much for tuning in. Yeah, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so we can continue to grow the High Speed Racing Network. And that will do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a great rest of your night, and we will see you in the next